The Voice has completely forgotten about being fair. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a nice day before we begin the video. Please subscribe and give the video a thumbs up. Editing a reality television show can be a daunting task. Not everything that's filmed can make it to air. It's especially true for a show that records 24/7. But when it comes to talent competitions, things are a tad different. The focus should be on the actual performances, right? While the celebrity coaches are the draw to the show, the aspiring singers that we're there to follow are the central piece. Like any reality talent show, The Voice has a series of rounds featuring a large pool of talent. But when it comes to showcasing all the talent, fairness doesn't quite exist. Even with a 2-hour episode, with the occasional hour-long thrown in, not every battle or knockout performance can be shared in full. We get it, but when it gets to the point where an entire contest is removed as if she doesn't exist, what's up with that? Paige McKenzie, a promising young singer on Kelsea Ballerini's team, had a series of heartbreaks in the realm of editing, and like the singer, we can't quite figure out why she was so dirty. Paige McKenzie was montaged twice on The Voice. Season 27 of The Voice has been incredibly exciting thus far. Between immense talent, the return of Adam Levine, and the exciting dynamic of the quartet of coaches, it has been running down the course as a top-tier season. But there have been some unfortunate bumps in the road. On the journey of Paige McKenzie, it all started with a nerve-wracking blind audition, where Ballerini and Michael Bublé waited until that last note to turn. Paige, a formidable country voice, opted to join her fellow female country singers team. From there, one might think that Ballerini would foster a blossoming arc for Paige, but we didn't get to see that. The edit nearly eliminated her from our minds. First, she was montaged in her battle round victory against Robert Hunter. With no mentor session present, she was heard singing Lies, Lies, Lies by Morgan Wallen for a mere moment before Ballerini crowned her the winner. Then, during the knockouts, all that could be seen was her giving a hug to Alana Linice following her victory. Not even a note could be heard. While it's hard to fit every single singer into the season through equal screen time, they should all have their journeys documented as if they existed on the show. Noting she felt invisible, Paige wrote an Instagram post following the episode, saying, "Heartbroken to have this performance montaged on The Voice. It's hard to understand why, especially when so much heart and hard work went into it." She continued to write, "I'm not angry, but I am disappointed. These artists deserve to be seen and heard." Noting that she was not alone in this treatment, fans came to her support. Even her coach wrote a comment to quell the displeasure. Ballerini wrote, "I see you, sister. I'm so sorry that happened. I'm vetted for you too. I remember how incredible that performance was in the room, and it deserves to be shown. Yes to wine and couch time when we're both home in Nashville. Always on your team." While we can't blame the rookie coach for the treatment in the edit, but at least her was given a full segment of a final mentorship. Paige received nothing. Fairness on reality television isn't really a thing, but on a talent show, there should be some equal footing. Singers and their supportive fans deserve closure when their journey ends. American Idol gives those fallen hopefuls their moment to say goodbye. The singers on The Voice are merely pawns on a chessboard. Paige deserved much better. Can we blame it on the edit, or is it simply just how reality TV is made? The Voice is a place to expand your platform and earn a following. When the edit determines who is shown, it sways the audience's feelings. If a singer is erased from the show, like Paige and Dan were, is that The Voice's way of saying they're not worthy of stardom outside this game? If they're not taking the chance on them, why should the audience? And that is not fair to any participant who signs up for this type of experience. But there's also something Paige McKenzie's statement addressed that gets to the root of The Voice's main issue as a talent show. She wrote, "It's clear the show is centered around other things. But for us, it was always about music, connection, and the courage it takes to show up. The Voice is not about the singers but the coaches. It's about the mentors who swoop in." Morgan Wallen aside, There's a reason why The Voice hasn't created a megastar like American Idol has. Part of what sets The Voice apart is the time we spend seeing the coaches develop a bond and chemistry. It's why the biggest bromance on reality television between Adam Levine and Blake Shelton stood the test of time. But let's not pretend that The Voice is a celebration of its artists at the forefront. They are the secondary storyline. It's okay to make the show different. The ratings don't lie. Viewers come in droves to see the coaches work their magic, but it's something that's always been an elephant in the room. The Voice centers around the coaches as they play to win. It's like fantasy football for music. They're drafting their roster. They're stealing. They're saving. The Voice is not about the contestants because it's about the celebrities. There's a reason why Kelsey Ballerini and Michael Bublé offered their personal phone numbers to their eliminated contestants. They didn't get a fair shake, and they wanted to give them a lifeline when the dust settles. They're there to make television, not a recording artist. Life isn't fair, so reality television can't be fair. Part of what talent competition shows do is allow individuals to pursue their dreams. It's understandably hard to have your dream cut short. It's even harder when it's erased completely. Also, Adam Levine can showcase the various items he can balance on his face. The stage is lit with dazzling lights. The judges sit perched in their iconic chairs, spinning for the next big star. But beneath the glossy production and smiling faces, something has shifted. What was once a platform of hope and discovery has slowly dissolved into a machine of manipulation, silence, and favoritism. Contestants step forward, nod the promise of equal opportunity, but with quiet calculations, networks whisper in ears, producers rearrange outcomes, and talent too often takes a backseat to spectacle. The Voice that once claimed to celebrate raw, undiscovered brilliance now echoes a different tune, one that is carefully orchestrated, scripted, and ultimately unfair. Behind the scenes, a growing number of former contestants, vocal coaches, and crew members are beginning to speak out, and what they reveal paints a very different picture from what audiences see each week. The reality is not about the strength of a voice, but the strength of a storyline, not about the reach of a high note, but the reach of influence, not about who deserves to win, but who is more marketable, more molded, more controllable. As seasons pile on, patterns emerge, clear and troubling voices that once stunned the nation are quietly dropped, eliminated with vague reasoning, or sidelined for flashier, more polished competitors. Those who do not conform to the preferred image or fail to generate enough buzz are quickly forgotten, not because they lack talent, but because they challenge the rewards honesty or uniqueness. It rewards what fits a formula. And as that formula tightens, diversity in sound, style, and even background begins to vanish, replaced by a parade of look-alike acts singing predictably safe selections designed to keep ratings steady, but rarely move the soul. And the judges, those once praised for their insight and integrity, have become symbols of this shift. Their praise now feels rehearsed, their banter like a script, and their decisions increasingly suspect. Blind auditions were once the heart of the show, a place where voice alone mattered. Now they are just another segment edited for drama rather than fairness. Contestants report that rehearsals are micromanaged, performances are altered, moments of spontaneity scrubbed out in favor of cleaner shots and clearer commercial breaks. Feedback from the coaches, once rich with encouragement, has turned into vague cliches and awkward pauses, moments where truth might have once lived, now replaced with hollow sound bites. The very soul of the show feels compromised, artistry replaced with advertising, sincerity replaced with strategy, emotion replaced with engagement metrics. And in this shift, the audience loses as well. The connection once forged through genuine discovery is severed. The trust that a winner was earned, not engineered, erodes. The voice that guided fans through seasons of joy, heartbreak, and inspiration is no longer a voice for the people. There was a time when unknown talents stood a real chance, when a single note could launch a dream, when viewers believed in the process. Now those days feel like a distant echo, drowned beneath layers of production planning and pre-decided paths. The dream is no longer real, it is curated. The platform no longer lifts its filters. And this is not just a disappointment, It is a betrayal of what The Voice promised, what it built its legacy on, what millions tuned in for, what hundreds of hopefuls auditioned for year after year, pouring their hearts into every note only to be met with politics dressed as performance. This erosion did not happen overnight. It came slowly, masked by confetti and finales and standing ovations, but now it is impossible to ignore and harder still to accept, because the truth is glaring: The Voice has completely forgotten about being fair. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe to our American Idol YouTube channel for more updated news.